Hello, everybody. This is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and as soon as I get done with this video, I'm gonna eat my dinner or lunch or whatever. It's lunch. It's just some chips and a barbecue sandwich. Anyway, this is going to be my review for Code Geass Episode 1. I said before that I have seen the show before. I think up to episode 10. I am not entirely sure though. I think it's how far I've gotten in it. But yeah, it's not going to be a completely blind, obviously, but I think the rest of it, once I get to a certain point, will be sort of blind, if not completely blind. I mean, there are certain points that I do know of in the show, like what happened to Lelouch's mother, for example. What happens in the end of season 2, I know that much. But like in the in between stuff, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, and I know what happens to a certain character. But yeah, essentially this is about a show is about war, mechs, and racism, because essentially the Britannian Empire attacks Japan for its resources, I think. And Japan, I think, was neutral this whole time before that happened. And because the Britannian Empire had mechs, the regular Japanese military did not stand a chance. I mean, it's like our military, for example, going up against people wielding mechs with machine guns. We would probably die. But yeah, once they were conquered, they were essentially given no freedom, and all their freedom was taken away. Their culture, their name, their ethnicity. They're usually Japanese. Now they're called 11s. And I just want to smack the Britannian Emperor, because yeah, all this conflict and everything could have been avoided if they just left Japan alone. There's nothing good that comes out of war. Everybody loses in war, essentially, whether you come out the victor or not. You will lose men, you will lose, essentially, respect from your people, for example, because this whole thing was needless. All over some stupid resources that Japan could have probably shared. Or worked with Britannia or whatever, but no, they decided to attack. But yeah. The main character, Lelouch, is a actual, I don't know if I'd say genius. Usually this sort of thing, the main character has to be a genius in order to survive, essentially, in this sort of situation. So yeah, he's definitely smart, because not only can he play chess, but he plays it extremely well. To where it only took him 8.5 minutes to beat the nobleman that he went against. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Anyway, yeah, they're heading back to school. Apparently they won some money against that guy. And on the way there, they end up running into terrorists that have stolen some kind of, they say it's poison gas. Or they told the media that it's medical equipment. They say it's poison gas to their lower people. What it actually is a girl who has some kind of strange ability. Well, Lelouch gets caught in all this because he goes to check on them because they ended up crashing, and he ended up getting knocked into the back of the truck that he can't get out of, and is now along for the ride. However, one of the people who was driving the truck can use one of the mechs, aka the Nightmares. But apparently it's like an older model, because it looks very run down compared to the newer models that the military is using. And By this point, the truck has gone through the old subway line in the, what was it, the Shinjuku ghetto? And the poor guy has been shot. I don't know how fatally he was shot, but it looks bad. It looks like essentially he's bleeding out. Or it could be multiple shots for all I know. But yeah, he ends up crashing the vehicle again. And this ends up getting the attention of one of the people that are searching for the truck. They sent a bunch of honorary Britannians, which essentially is just 11s conscripted into the army. Excuse me. Whether by their own free will or being forced to, I do not know. By this point, the guy driving the truck ends up opening the bay door, and I don't know why, but when he did that, I was like, Lelouch, you can climb down now, and for some reason he's trying to climb up and out, and I'm like, why are you, the truck is open, you can get out that way. And the guy runs in, and we actually find out that that person is actually Suzaku, Lelouch's friend from when they were kids. And we find out that it's not poison gas, it is a person that had been held captive, and we still know next to nothing about her. And the military shows up at this point, and ends up shooting Suzaku in the back because he refuses to kill Lelouch. Because, it's his friend, and he's also a civilian. He's not gonna be that kind of person that would kill civilians for no reason. And at this point, Lelouch and the girl end up getting away. Lelouch is freaking out because he just lost his friend, obviously. And the prince decides that he's going to commit genocide in the Shinjuku ghetto because they can't allow the girl to get away. I don't know what the heck they're doing to her, but it's not good, so they decide to kill everybody there, so that way she has nowhere to ride. And like I said, I just want to smack the people in the Britannian Empire for doing all this. All this could have been avoided if they had just left Japan alone. But no, greed is what drove them. I'm assuming. Maybe we'll find out at some point, I don't know. If that's the main driver in all this, why you gotta be greedy? Why you gotta be greedy? Leave poor Japan alone. It did nothing to you. Anyway, they managed to find an exit. However, the enemy is at the exit, and they get found because, Shirley, I think is what her name was? The girl who's crushing on Lelouch. She calls him at the worst possible time, and he immediately hangs it up, but sadly it's too late because they heard it. So they go to shoot him, and the girl rushes in and takes the bullet right in the forehead. And you presumably think she is dead. Now, I know better because I've seen this show. I've seen part of this show before, and I know that she doesn't die easy, if at all. So, yeah, she ends up giving him the gift of the Geass before she dies. Like I said, I don't know about this whole thing. I don't know why it's hard for her to die if she dies at all, or if she dies and comes back. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out at some point. But yeah, essentially the gift of the Geass is that he has to make eye contact with somebody and he can give them an order. But it's a one-time thing, where you can't just, you can give somebody an order, and then if you try and give an order to the same person again, it's not going to work. It's a one-time thing. We're just going to come back and bite Lelouch in the butt later. And, so, yeah, he orders all the men there to die. So, essentially, they all shoot themselves. So, yeah, this show is definitely going to be, a little triggering for people. Not just because of the war aspect and all that, but, Nina. Oh, God, Nina. No, not her. Oh, boy, that was partially the reason, a small part of the reason why I was kind of holding off on picking Geass. Nina. Oh, God, the things she does. Anyway, I'll get to work on everything, and I'll see you guys next time.